Remember, at the end in this module, you are expected to name the three types of plate boundaries, describe the three types of plate boundaries, determine the direction of the interacting forces between the plates, and identify the kind of crust involved in each type of plate boundary interaction. The first lesson in plate tectonic theory was about the distribution of active volcanoes, earthquake epicenters, and major mountain belts. These are visibly evident in the motion of lithosphere. Thus, the study of these three types of plate boundaries will make us understand why and where there are geologic features in a certain location and what kind of crust are involved. This further help you understand the deformation of the lithosphere that created a great impact not only on the environment but also onto us. Three types of plate boundary. Divergent plate type boundary. A boundary that occurs along the spreading centers, where plates are moving apart as the forces interacting are pulling or moving away from each other and different geologic events will develop. It happens between the interaction of continental to continental crust and oceanic to oceanic crust. Remember, interacting crust can be oceanic to oceanic, continental to continental. Convergent plate type boundary. The interacting forces are moving toward or pushing each other, thus causing the plates to collide. This may occur between the continental to continental, continental to oceanic, and oceanic to oceanic crust. Several geologic events will also likely to occur. Remember, interacting crust can be oceanic to oceanic, oceanic to continental, continental to continental. And lastly, transform fault plate boundary are boundaries at which plates move past one another horizontally in opposite directions or in the same directions, but at different rates. Most of transform fault plate boundaries are found in the ocean basins. Only few or which are found in the continents. Remember, interacting crust can be continental to continental. So guys, did you learn something? So now let's look at this chart about the lesson we discussed. So we can see here the types of plate boundaries: divergent, convergent, and transform. Below we can see the geologic events: continental to continental, oceanic to oceanic, continental to continental, continental to oceanic, oceanic to oceanic, continental to continental, and oceanic to oceanic. As we can see here, the earthquake passed it all because it has 7 check. But the mid-Atlantic ridge has only 1 check, varies into oceanic to oceanic, the new sea floor, and also the widening ocean basin. But the Rift Valley Formation to linear sea is belong to continental to continental. But the mountain ranges is belong to convergent, varying continental to continental. And the volcanoes has 2 check, varying the continental to oceanic and oceanic to oceanic. We can also see that the trenches and subduction process occur as the same check as volcanoes, wherein the continental to oceanic and oceanic to oceanic. And the island's arc has 1 check, wherein the oceanic to oceanic. The last but not the least is the zigzag plate margins. It has 3 check, wherein belong to oceanic, continental to continental, and oceanic to oceanic. But before we end, always remember that is the 3 types of plate boundaries: divergent, convergent, and transform. I hope you guys learned something.